The people that have tried charcoal mask, it's not a peel off kind, so you don't have to worry about ripping your eyebrows off or anything like that. She's like, I just got it in my eyebrows. I'm like, you're good. Have any of you guys seen those videos where you're peeling it off and people are screaming? Those are good times. No, the reason why Mary Kay made it a wash off kind is so we wouldn't have traumatic events at facials and stuff. It's actually not good for your pores to peel it out because it expands, and then when you're ripping it off, then it can actually make it bigger. So you don't want the peel off kind in general. So okay, so I am going to, for those of you who don't know me, half the room do, half of you don't probably. Well, even the people that you don't know me that well either, I guess. My name is Angela Leal Omata. You don't have to remember that. I saw the faces, they were like, what?
Did you marry?
I married into that name. I'm not like an albino Polynesian. I am white. My husband's Samoan, so yeah. So I have really beautiful babies, just saying.
This is true.
Half babies are really cute. So, yeah, but do you have kids?
We're wanting to know if he has a brother.
Oh, there you go. I just love the, multicultural, generational, ethnicity. It just makes beautiful skin. Anyway, so I am going to be kind of going over and showing you about some of our products, because a lot of times the only thing that we know is what we learned in the high school locker room, or what our moms taught us, and that's not always a lot, depending on what they know. And it's not always right. Even if you learned it, doesn't mean that it was the right way. So we always like to kind of inform you as you're getting your treatments done. And we will feed you here in just a little bit. But I wanted to kind of go over some of the things that you did try already. Or about our skincare sets. So a lot of you might be wondering, what is a good skincare set and what would be good for me? Our first line is our botanical line. It has no anti-aging properties in it. So if anyone's allergic to anti-aging, this would be the set that you would want to get. It's very natural. It has a lot of botanicals. It has a lot of antioxidants. But it's more for recommended teenage to maybe 20, just because of that non-anti-aging. You're going to want to start using anti-aging at the age of 20 if you can. So that's our botanical line. Then we have, and I'll pass this around, you guys can kind of look at it. We have our Clear Proof line, which is an acne line. So I know some of you, whether you have teenagers that have problematic skin, or as we age, we still can have adult acne. You can use this line. I usually recommend it for still the same age, about teenage to 20s. If you are adult and you have acne, I recommend using this line and then adding a couple of these products to it. So you can get the anti-aging benefits, but then you also get the anti-acne benefits. But this line has benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. And if you look at the before and afters, that's just in 7 days. And it has been proven that it does help clear up your skin in just 7 days. And it will continue to get better as time goes on. But it's amazing just to see results in just a week. This is our moderate signs of anti-aging. So if you're 20 or above, if you've graduated high school, I feel like you should start using anti-aging products. So this is our moderate signs of anti-aging. It's recommended for 20 to 40s. And it's for anyone that doesn't have already damaged skin. So if you do have damaged skin, I recommend our Time-Wise Repair line. And up here, if you'll notice, only 20% of the aging process is naturally what your skin does naturally, is the aging process. The other 80% is what? Can you guess? Okay, I have tickets, by the way, and we have free products. So if you ask questions or answer questions, you can get a ticket. Sun, wind,
Free radicals.
Stress. That is so an ager. Free radicals. Did you cheat?
No.
Oh, good job.
She's really smart.
Do you know what free radicals are?
Yes, there's like the cells, or the not cells. What do they call it?
Particles.
Particles that don't have like the outer electrons on them, so they come in. Yeah.
She gets 2 tickets.
Your ticket, am I working with half of the everything?
They'll just write your name. Yep, you're good. So basically, free radicals is from pollution, from the dirt that's in the air, and it's collecting onto your skin, and it makes you age quicker because your skin goes, that's not supposed to be there. And so then it's like freaks out, and that's where like cancer and like all of those things, it changes the cell that it attaches to. So you want to get rid of free radicals on your skin, and that's what anti-aging is. And how many of you feel like you have like good genes? People, you're like, I've got good genes, my grandma looks super young. Okay. Just so you know, back in the day, we have so many more problems with stress, with pollution, with free radicals, that you normally, grandma, and then mom will look a little older, and then granddaughter will look a little older than that, and then your daughter will look a little bit older than that. That's if everyone is using the same like type of skin, skincare, or they don't use any skincare. If you take better care of your skin than your mom or grandma, then you can look younger than they are, but at the same age, at like 30 or 50, you'll always look older than your mom or grandma because of the extra free radicals and pollution that's in the air. Super fun, huh? Don't you just love learning that? Okay, so this is our Elite Anti-Aging Skincare line. This is the cleanser that you use. It's our Voluform Foaming Cleanser. And this set is patented. So is our Timeways 3D. But this Voluform Complex has 3 different things in it that most products don't have. It has biomimetic peptides, and that helps support your skin to repair itself. Plant stem cells helps your older skin remind itself what it used to do when it was younger by rejuvenating. That's a good thing. And then hyaluronic acid, which is not in very many skincare lines, but hyaluronic acid, when you reach the age of 50, you only have 50% of your natural hyaluronic acid in your skin, which is the natural collagen. That's why your skin starts to sag. So you end up with a triangle like this, and you really want it like this. But as we age, it slowly starts to sag, and that's why you end up getting, the gels and beautiful things like that. Anyway, so hyaluronic acid, if you have a skincare set that has that, it's like natural collagen building, and that's why we call this Botox in a box, because that's what it will do. It makes you look like you've had Botox, and even better. These are before and afters. I really want you to look at the before and afters. They are amazing. This is a sales director we actually know, and she used the skincare regimen, and she actually used our skincare before this, so she still took really good care of her skin. But once we came out with our Time-Wise Repair, she started using it, and the before and after is every 3 weeks. She took a picture, and you can tell a significant difference from the very beginning to the very after of the Time-Wise Repair, because it's more even skin tone. She has brighter looking skin, and then you can tell that her skin has kind of been lifted and tightened, if that makes sense. So that's pretty amazing. And if you look at all of our products are premium products. Do you know what that means? You can guess and get a ticket. Anyone?
High quality.
Premium, high quality, yes. They both guessed. What did you say?
They have a warranty.
They have a warranty. Do you know not all premium products do? But they should. Both of these two. Anything else? You're just gonna let them get all the prizes and stuff? What'd you say? Better quality, yes. You can wash your hands off, by the way, if you have charcoal mask on. Like you're sitting like this. We're going to be washing we're going to be eating here in a second, and you probably won't want to have charcoal mask on. Just a thought. Anyway, so premium is, where would you buy premium products? Any of you know?
Not at the
Yeah. Not at the drugstore. That is Sephora. Sephora, yes.
Dang it.
Where else?
From you.
From me! Did you get 2 tickets? That's called brown nosing tickets, and they are acceptable.
They are totally acceptable.
So premium, if you were to go to a department store or like Ulta or Sephora, then most of those are premium products, okay? That is also, we're regulated by the FDA, so we don't put fillers in our products to make it look like you have more than what you actually get. And that's why premium products will always go longer. So even though they cost more, usually they'll last longer, and so you get more for your money when you do that. Even though sometimes looking at the price tag originally might be a little nerve-wracking. I used to use Estee Lauder and Clinique and then Makeup Mac and Bobbi Brown sometimes. But if you look at our Botox in a box, these are the most comparable with the ingredients. Sometimes they don't even have like a skincare set that has hyaluronic acid, but these are the closest ones we could find. And their minimum is $500 to $1,200. And that's $205. It is a third to half the cost and plus some, which is pretty awesome. So what we're gonna do is, you get to try some of our Voluform repair, and I want to show you what the Botox in a box you get in this set. Where did I put the cleanser? Oh, it's right there. So this is the cleanser you tried, and it's our foaming cleanser. All of our repair products has that patented 3 biomimic peptides, the hyaluronic acid, and the plant stem cells, which is pretty awesome. So you get your cleanser, and then you get Spanx in a bottle. Because it's like Spanx, it tightens and lifts and smooths things. You're supposed to be smiling and laughing, people. You can just stick it. If you make me laugh, you can.
That was good.
That was good. With a charcoal mask, it definitely makes it a little bit harder.
That was fun.
When people try to smile or laugh, you'll see people go like trying to stop yourself, like you're really trying not to smile, I can tell. But you do feel, if you were to put it on and just do an instant smile, like the whole time, then you would be able to smile normal, but then you just look a little retarded the whole time. But you could have done that, but I didn't tell you to do that, so it's all good. Okay, so you get Spanx in a bottle, and then you get our night and day cream, which has SPF 35. You're supposed to use SPF 35 on your skin, whether it's rain, snow, sleet, or shine, right? Do you guys all know that? Mm-hmm. Sunscreen. And it's not necessarily just the burning rays, right? It's anti-aging rays. The UVA are aging rays. Did you guys know that? And the UVB are burning rays. Anyway, so it has SPF 35. It has collagen-producing peptides during the day. And then a night cream. How many of you have ever heard of retinol? Okay, what does retinol do?
Oh, you heard the name on TV.
Acne.
It gets rid of acne.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that. So retinol was started to help with acne, but then they found that it actually helped with wrinkles too. So it was an anti-ager. And so now it does both. So if you have both, it's a win-win scenario with retinol. But the problem with retinol is if you do too high a dose, it can actually thin your skin, which then can make your skin age, which is not what you want, right? So we actually have patent pending, not patent pending, it is patented. It's a time-released retinol. So instead of getting the highest dosage of retinol on your skin at one time, it slowly releases throughout the night. So then it doesn't thin your skin, but you're getting the same dosage just throughout the night. How cool is that, right? And one of my favorite parts, if you'll look, these are all opaque. And when I show you how it comes out, you push the little lever and the moisturizer comes out. Mary Kay spends just as much time on finding high quality ingredients as it does to figure out the best packaging for it. So I don't know if you know, but anti-aging products, vitamins A, C, E, retinol, those, a lot of botanicals, they all reduce the potency when it hits air, sunlight, or water, moisture. So if you have a cream bottle that you're just dipping your fingers in it, by 2-3 weeks down the road, the potency is lost by like 50%. So we have a friend that works and does Mary Kay, but she's a master esthetician at the, I wanted to say Biolage, in Las Vegas. Yes, the Mirage. Thank you very much. My brain is not working. Anyway, she works at the Mirage, and then she works at one other place. And her mom is a pharmaceutical doctor, and she figured out percentages and all that. And they have a $200 cream that's similar to our retinol night cream. and it's in a jar that you just dip your fingers in it. She's like, I'm selling them this $200 cream thinking there's something so much better. But because she works there, she has to sell that product. And so the potency, like they spend just as much time, which I, like if you spend the money on something, you want it to work the way that it's supposed to the whole time, right? Like to me, that's a no-brainer, but anyway. So the time release retinol is pretty awesome. And then the last thing is an eye cream. You should get an eye cream with your high school diploma, okay? Because that's where we see our aging the quickest. Guys, nod your head. You all understand what I'm talking about. If you're a mom, you really understand what I'm talking about. Because you do that with your kids and then you start to age. Anyway, what's really cool about this is I want you to feel the back of it, or the front, but I want you to feel the tip. It's always cool to the touch. Now, whether it was sunny outside or winter, it still would be cool to the touch. Because how many of you have ever seen a boxing match? Anyone? Okay. Have you ever seen them come out with like a metal ball or a metal like squeegee thing where they're putting it right here? It's to help the swelling go down so that they can actually keep boxing. It's made with the same alloy. It's called ZMAC. It's zinc, magnesium, aluminum, and copper, and that helps swelling. So you put the anti-aging serum on, and then you use the other side to roll it out to help with swelling and puffiness. How cool is that? Sorry. It's like, hello, Siri or Alexa or whatever. But what's so great about that is our eye cream is significantly cheaper. The least expensive one I could find that was even remotely close was over $100 that had a ZMAC tip. Anyway, I'm just saying, that's pretty awesome. Okay, that's everything that comes in our Botox in a box thing. What we're gonna do is, you usually keep your facial peel on for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I forgot to look what time we started. Do we know what time? It almost looks like we're pretty close, but we could. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to look in the mirror. For those of you who have the charcoal mask, obviously the facial peel you're not going to see. You might see a little bit more of a radiant, glow. But if you if you have the charcoal mask, then you'll see that it was darker when you first put it on, right? And then it gets a little bit lighter, and then you'll see all these black or white dots. Those are your impurities that are getting pulled out. The charcoal mask. Now stare at them and say, "Oh! Look at your head." Impurities. So she actually did a thicker layer, so you're not going to see. If you do a second layer, it actually kind of hides some of the other ones, but the white ones will kind of come out. So this is the before and after of the charcoal mask. It is a husband's nose, and you can see the black heads and the bigger pores on the right side. And then this is during, right? And then this is after. So that's the before and after. Pretty satisfying. It's so satisfying, right? Every single time I do it, I'm like, that bad boy's out. Like you just look at it and you're like, I just did a good thing. What I want you to do, for those of you who try the charcoal mask, you'll know how it smells, but pass it around and you can smell. It's got peppermint, it's got rosemary, it's got honeysuckle, and that's actually an antibacterial that kills the bacteria on your face. So that's one of the reasons why it's good for acne and blemishes, because it kills all the bacteria that's on your face, which is really cool. Did you stick it up your nose? Yep, that happens a lot too. It's all good. Anyway, so the charcoal mask is deep cleansing. It's not necessarily an exfoliator, but you can do what's called multimasking with it, where you can do like if you're combination skin and you're really oily in your T-zone, you can do it in that area. And then if you need more hydration, then you can do our moisture renewal gel mask on the sides. I personally just like to do it all over my face, and then after I do the charcoal mask, then I'll do the moisture renewal gel mask, and then that hydrates it. But you can do, it's kind of a trend to do multi-masking, which is kind of... they're my sister cell treasures, and how many of you would want to be entered in to win a $200 cash drawing? Right? Hey, so we're actually doing a money tree event that's on my birthday, so if you want to come help celebrate, then come. It's March 21st, so it's only in a couple of weeks. And for anyone that listens to a little bit about the business, you actually get entered into that $200 cash drawing. So, you might as well do something while you're eating, right? Just listening. All you have to do is have your ears like this, right? So we'll share a little bit about why we love what we do, and then you get entered in to win the $200 cash drawing, and you can actually ask questions and answer questions for tickets. Now, this might not be anything that you'd ever consider doing, but Mary Kay always asked us to share a little bit of information because I know when I came to try the products, I fell in love with the products, but I didn't go into it thinking, I'm going to start my own business and sell lipstick or skincare, right? So when I heard about it, I was like, oh my goodness, I love this company. I love what it stands for. I love the product. I might want to try doing it. So you wondered where it was? If you do I know that you guys haven't filled it out, so if you'll fill out this top part too, you can still eat, but just at some point fill it out. Anyway, so you actually can ask questions and answer questions, and I'm going to bring up my fabulous, my senior sales director, who is my, she looks like Malibu Barbie. She hates that, but her name is Sherry Kendall. Come on. And then I'm going to bring up the fabulous Bonnie McGarrett. Okay, so we're going to share some of our things.
We found a sale at Dillard's.
Yes, I didn't really share why people are dressed alike. It wasn't a sale.
We did know.
But it's kind of like military, where you like move up in what you wear and like your ladder pins or whatever. And in Mary Kay you dress alike when you move up. So that's why we're dressed alike. But while I help make sure everyone's got their food, I'm going to have Sherry kind of share why she started doing Mary Kay, what her favorite thing is, and what maybe would have held her back from getting started, and definitely share your highest paycheck. So Go ahead.
Okay, will do. I feel kind of old, you guys, because I just had another Mary Kay anniversary. They just roll around faster, I swear. The older you get, the faster time goes. But this anniversary was number 26 years in Mary Kay last month.
Yeah, you started when you were 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I love Mary Kay for so many reasons. But you know what? I almost didn't do it. And the reason I almost didn't try was because of fear. I was so terrified of the unknown, and also standing up and speaking in front of people. It was really terrifying to me, to the point that I almost didn't do this. It was just kind of a paralyzing thing to me. But I'm really glad I did. I earned my first car in 7 months. And when you earn a free car, did you guys get excited about a free car?
Yes.
I've had 16 free cars now.
She gets a ticket.
And
tickets by on my spot there. Is this a ticket, Ann?
The blue ones, yes.
okay. And when you earn a car, they pay your taxes, license, registration, and a good majority of the car insurance as well. And my highest paycheck in 1 month is, including sales, commission was like $12,990 something dollars. With my sales, more like $14,000-15,000 in 1 month. And I had no idea when.
Say that number again.
So $14,000-15,000 in a month. I had no idea when I started that money would be possible for me. I believed it would be possible for some women, but I didn't know it would be possible for me. I didn't even have the $100 to start to buy my kit when I started. That's kind of gives you a little clue into where my life was at the time. I didn't even have $100. So to think that I could make that kind of money from home, working the hours I choose, I would not have believed you if you told me. So this has ended up being a lot more than just a little grocery money that I started for, the money. It has been just an answer to prayer. It's been a dream life is what it is. We just built our dream home. It's been a dream life. So that's a little bit about me. And now I'll have you hear from Bonnie, who is an amazing director. These ladies are awesome. And Mary Kay directors are just amazing people on the planet. But anyway, so I want you to hear a little bit about Bonnie and will you share with them a little bit about why you almost didn't do it and what you love?
Yeah.
Yay, Bonnie. Yeah.
You're so
Yes,
close.
I feel like that's pretty close to you guys.
It's
Is
close.
that pretty close?
Yeah.
You're getting okay.
Practice in your mirror when you get home.
I know. Canyon will be like, Mom, no.
Please don't.
Like,
He'll be like, ooh, I have a cool mom.
I know. He should think that already.
He should.
So my name's Bonnie, and I've been building my business for 4 years this year. Can you believe it? See, it goes by so fast. So for 4 years, I've been doing Mary Kay. So my absolute favorite thing about Mary Kay right now, it's kind of two things, but they kind of go hand in hand. But the first thing is just these amazing women, these amazing girlfriends. Who in here could use a few extra amazing supportive friends? Anyone? Yes. Right? The
Positive.
women, have you guys heard the saying that you become like the 5 people that you spend the most time with? Have you guys heard that saying before, right? So I am so lucky and so blessed that most of those people in my life are, besides my husband and my kids, right? But other than that, are people in Mary Kay, and they make me better. The women in Mary Kay are so driven, so positive, goal-oriented. Like you aspire to be like them. Like I want to be like Sherry Kendall when I grow up. And when you surround yourself with those kind of women, you just innately become that way and you grow. I always say that Mary Kay is like a self-improvement course that you get paid to take, which is so true, right? You just learn so many things. Actually, Harvard Business School says that 1 year in Mary Kay is equivalent to a year of college education, because we train you on not just skincare and how to do makeup and eyebrows, but like time management, money management, communication skills, just all of those things that you need to have a successful life and successful business. And so I absolutely love my amazing Mary Kay girlfriends. And just, I foster my niece who's 12, and she came from an abused family. And so we took her out of that situation, and she's been with us, it's going to be 5 years.
Oh
Can you
my
believe that?
stars.
I know. But there's been so many situations that I can't even count anymore, where the knowledge that I've learned from Mary Kay, how to handle things, how to push through things, how to be goal-oriented, how to see the bigger picture, those are all things that I've been able to pass on to her and have conversations with her and hopefully help her have a brighter future. And honestly, without Mary Kay, in some situations that I've been in with her, I honestly don't know what I would have done. I wouldn't have had any idea how to handle the situation. And because of the self-improvement that Mary Kay has given me, I feel like I was able to help her in those situations. Mm-hmm. So I love that about Mary Kay, and that's probably my favorite. There's so many things. Free car, you can't complain about that.
So
Those kinds of things. I took my husband on a trip to Ireland and Scotland, can't complain about that. So my highest paycheck in 1 month is just over $5,500. That's including commissions and sales. And keep in mind, that's never working over 20 hours a week. So never working over 20 hours a week, making, that kind of money part-time's pretty good. You can't, I don't think you can make any more per hour anywhere else that's like moral and legal. So the money's great. What almost held me back was, I'm kind of a person that hears all of these amazing things and I want to just jump both feet in and do it. So nothing really held me back too much, but the only thing in the back of my mind that I can think of back when I was starting was I was so busy. I had a brand new baby. When I started, my daughter was 8 weeks old, and my son was 2. I was the breadwinner in my family. I was so busy that I didn't think I would have time to make it work, and to be able to basically fit my schedule and actually believe that I would be able to make it work.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, Mary Kay is great for people, but can I make it work for me?
Yeah.
And I just did what this beautiful woman told me to do. I hit the ground running. Just like Sherry, I earned my car 7 months after starting, so that's kind of a theme with us.
Yeah.
We both earned it in 7 months. And then the rest is history.
Somebody did it in 8 days once, so you can do
Yeah.
it faster.
Yes.
Beat
Yes.
our record.
So true. So I know that you guys have met me. My probably the reason why I would have not started was I was a young bride, and we were poor college students, and so we really didn't have a whole lot of money, and I definitely didn't have any family that was around, and so I didn't feel like I knew anyone, didn't know who I would talk to, but I like I said, I had acne all through high school into college, tried everything under the sun to get rid of it. Nothing really worked. And then I tried Mary Kay, and it actually helped clear up my skin. And my skin felt so soft afterwards. I was like, okay, I'm going to be using this product. Might as well see if other people might use it too, you know, and see if I can make some money. Because my husband was becoming a police officer at the time, and I knew they didn't really make the big bucks. And so that's kind of why, what held me back. But the reason why I decided to is because I loved the products and I wanted to help financially, but I also wanted to be able to raise my own kids and not have someone do that for me. So that's kind of why I got started. And my highest paycheck in a month was a little over $6,700, I think. And that's working 15 to 20 hours a week. I've earned 3 cars. And one of my favorite things is, especially around this time of the month, how many of you have done your taxes yet? Usually the ones that are getting money back usually do their, taxes, but the ones that have to pay, they wait until, April 14th or 15th. But how many of you have ever heard of David Ramsey or Susie Orman? They're like financial people, right? They both have said one of the quickest ways to make more money is to keep more of the money that you're already making by having an in-home business. And so they highly recommend having that, because you have now over 100 things that you're already paying for that are now a tax write-off. So a portion of your mortgage or rent, your utilities, your cell phone bill, any makeup or skincare that you use on yourself, anything that you give away as gifts, they're all a tax write-off. So when you go tax time, and it's like a savings plan without having to save. How many of you are great savers? I was when I was in high school and had no kids and had no husband with a plastic thingy. I don't know, I got married and then all savings just went out the window. I just am not regular at that. So every year I get a big chunk of money that we can, I've bought furniture, I've used it for part of our down payment for our home. I've used it to pay off bills, for the other fun stuff you did earlier in the year that you didn't want to wait for. Yeah, that sort of thing. So anyway, so the tax advantages are awesome. You also get, you can move up. For me, I love that I can make as much as I want, and can spend as little or as much time as I want to move up. And so you can do it very, very part-time. The first 3.5 years, I really didn't do a whole lot with it. I was a newlywed, and then I got pregnant, and I just didn't really do a whole lot with it. But I still made a couple $100s a month usually, because it's consumable. So people would reorder it, and you would just make money, and that's the coolest thing. Just having a 10-minute conversation and selling $100. So, that's pretty cool. But we are one of the highest direct sales out there, and so you also get discount on the product. And really that there's no glass ceiling. The highest paycheck has not been paid yet, because someone is going to earn it, at some point. I think the highest paycheck per month was like over $110,000 in 1 month, in like 30 or 31 days. 1 month.
And those labels will show you how to spend it.
They're like
getting that much again in the next
month, or even half that in the next month.
Yeah.
Those are problems that I want to have. Anyway, so now that most of you are done kind of eating, we'll kind of clean up. But you do get tickets for questions. And if you were to ever consider doing it, or if you knew of someone that you're like, hey, Susie might be really good at this. What would you want to know, or what would you need to know to be able to share it with them, to be able to kind of be a talent scout for us, or something that you're interested in? Yeah.
So, big bucks, that's the goal, but what's like the average?
Like for consultant, for director, or just in general, anything?
Yeah.
Because that average is really hard to say.
So, on average, like a brand new beauty consultant, so what you could expect per hour. Now, you don't get paid per hour, but what you could expect per hour as a new beauty consultant, I would say is between $25 and $50 an hour on average.
That's new beauty consultant.
That's as a brand, like you signed up, that's what you could expect as a brand new beauty consultant. So, but I've had, oh my gosh, I've had pinch me moments where you sell $1,500 in 2 hours and you make 50% of everything that you sell. So, half of that.
You might want to think it might not be legal or moral, but
Yeah.
it is.
So,
When you make $700 an hour, you're like, I'm so good.
yeah. But just as an average, 25 to 50 an hour as a new consultant. It's what I would say very
Low
conservative.
average. Yeah.
Very conservative.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What kind of training do you have to go through?
Oh, good job.
Dude.
You can answer. You can ask, and if you have a particular question for any of us, you can ask like directly to either one of us. So, but you can answer that straight.
Okay, so the training is ongoing forever. It's amazing that I'm still learning after more than 2 decades. But that's because the products change and everything changes and we stay current on all of that. But your initial training, I would say after about 30 days, you're gonna start feeling like, okay, I'm starting to really understand everything. But the beautiful thing in Mary Kay, the training is free and you get to make money while you learn. So you earn while you learn. So you don't have to go through a training program and then start earning. Gosh, you could order your kit tonight and make money tomorrow. You don't really have to know all the ins and outs to start selling product, but we will teach you. You just have to show up to go up and we'll teach you everything you need to know.
Like right before you guys were here, we did a training in the other room. So we do weekly trainings, but we have online training. We have video, audio, like extra training. This month we have our regional conference that they're coming to Sandy that you can go, and then that's corporate. Mary Kay corporate is coming to us and doing extra training. So it's all throughout, and it's as much or as little as you want.
We have an award-winning training program, Mary Kay University, that you can do at home in your slippers. So there you go.
Your PJs.
And in fact, beautiful Monica is also a director. She's one of us.
I just don't have a pink jacket.
But she's been in teaching and training the consultants while you've been in here eating Olive Garden. So lots of training.
Yep.
Do you guys know anything about if you wanted to work at the corporate level to help develop the products?
Oh.
She's an engineer.
So to be in the background of all this would be really cool.
Yeah,
So if you guys have any interaction or know anything about that?
We have a multi-million
personally,
manufacturing plant that just opened in Dallas that like you would have to apply, you'd have to live there because you can't do anything virtually like that sort of stuff. But yeah, you definitely could apply for it.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily work with them, but we've gone and visited and it's so cool. Not the new one, but I know all of us have gone to the older one, and all the people you meet, like there was a NASA engineer that worked for Mary Kay and said that it's the best job he's ever had. And he kept saying, thank you so much for what you do. And I'm like, you're welcome. Now the engineer that's super smart, way smarter than me. Anyway, it was really, really cool. Yeah. You had a question? Now that you have food in your mouth. Sorry.
Go here and then come back.
Yeah, who is
there?
Oh, you had a question?
Okay, what if you're not very good at makeup, but you're still interested in doing
You do not have to know anything about makeup.
She's like, she doesn't wear an ounce of makeup ever, and she is one of our top consultants.
Top seller.
Not an ounce, like no mascara.
No,
Thank you.
no, she has nothing on. Nothing. I mean, she'll put makeup on and she knows how to teach it.
Yeah.
Because we taught her.
Yeah, and I'm certified and I can do all the things. I just don't.
I have two things to say. Number one, we'll teach you everything you need to know about
Yes.
makeup to help other people. But number two, people buy makeup because they like makeup, not because you wear makeup.
That's true.
As long as you believe in our skincare and love our skincare, to me, that's the heart of the company and that's what matters. They'll buy makeup just because they want it. But as long as you use and love the skincare, you're golden.
Yeah.
Look at Bobby, she's a
That
golden
is so
example.
true. That is so true. And the bread and butter of our business is our skincare. That's where it started. The anti-aging, all of the extra, research and development is all in the anti-aging products. The makeup is fabulous. Don't get me wrong. They just upgraded and it's chroma fusion. It's like 12-hour wear. I'm a professional makeup artist on the side, but I didn't know a darn thing before I started Mary Kay. So it's not that you
She's a makeup artist because of her Mary Kay
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah, for sure. I would.
Are you ready?
Now that you've
She's like,
done your mouth.
Okay, love it. I don't know if you guys use these terms, but your upline and downline.
Yeah.
Your team.
Uh-huh.
How do you? Is the trainings the only time that you guys come together? Or do you guys do things as a team to support each other?
Yeah, all the time, always, anytime. We hang out just because we like each other too. So, my team member.
We had a long lunch last week.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
It was like for us to learn, to figure stuff out. But
It was a write-off.
it was fun, and that's the best part.
Whatever. It's like lunch with friends.
Yeah. And honestly, my best friend, I met because of Mary Kay. I warm chatted her in the bookstore, and she's been my friend for 11 years, best friend, and I wouldn't have her if it weren't for Mary Kay, which is crazy for me to think of. Super sad. We are so close. But
I'm a depressed person. You guys all lived in my life.
yeah.
Well, aren't you guys all upline?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she actually
She's our mom.
technically is, our mom.
She's our mom. She's
my grandma! Isn't she the cutest grandma ever?
She could be my mom in real life,
Stop
and
it.
she doesn't look it. She literally, in real life, could be my mom, Mary Kay Works.
She's like, no, really. No,
Really.
she's that old. You can do one way or the other. You can, Bonnie says it as that's so awesome. And I'm like, I don't know if I want someone to say that, because then that makes me feel old. So you can go either way, but she is amazing. And she does look like Malibu Barbie, right? The funny thing is when I had heard about Mary Kay, I went to an event and she was there and she was teaching a little bit of it, and I was like, well, of course she gets to Mary Kay. Yes, okay. And then her upline, who made more than her, was not necessarily, she's a little bit bigger. She didn't wear as much makeup, didn't have the same personality, a little bit more dominant like me and opinionated. And
I went to dinner. She and Ross. We went to dinner this weekend. Yeah.
Anyway, and so I was like, okay, it's not like a cookie cutter. They have to look like this. They have to do these certain things. It's anyone, and you find when you go to Dallas, which is our national convention, you'll see every woman, every shape and size and color and background, people that come from the projects to people that have doctorate PhD degrees to stay-at-home moms, college students to old retired women, mature retired women. There you go. I said that and I was like, that was not what I meant. You're not old. You're not one of them. But anyway, you really do see it and you're like, okay, it's really about the time and effort you put behind it, not about what you knew before, what you know now. You can just have the best attitude and you move up in Mary Kay because people want to be around that. It's more about, do people want to be around you? And we can't teach you to be a people person. That's one thing that I would say it would be harder to teach that than really anything else. Makeup, I can teach you that. Time management, money management, whatever. We can teach you all that. But
You have to be a nice
you
person.
You have to be nice.
yes. People want to come back to you, not run away from you. So
See, I feel the opposite. I think if I can do Mary Kay, anybody can do Mary Kay, because I was a scaredy little cat that had a quivering chin. I was so nervous to stand up and even say.
I never knew her as that,
okay,
so I
wash
still
off
have a
your
hard
cleanser.
time.
So I think if I can do this, anybody can do this. So.
She was scared to get a little prize and come up here and say her name.
Oh yeah. Don't give me free stuff. I don't want to have to go up in front of everyone. So do you notice we bring you your prize? I think it's because of my post. I am not going to put you through that stress.
That is so hard. Come up here and get a prize.
It was dramatic.
Yeah. Do you guys make more sales with makeup or skincare?
Oh,
Skincare.
skincare, hands down.
Which skincare?
All of it. Because the thing is not like our skincare is not one size fits all. And so all of you guys are gonna have a different skincare need. And so our job is to give you your skincare need, not try to fit a hat on you that's not gonna fit. And so it's all of them, skincare in general. I
You tend to sell.
I do have a more common demographic, and you'll sell more of what you use.
Like,
so whatever
you-
set you're using, you'll be able to tell your story, and that kind of thing. So you'll probably sell more of what you use, but it's all of them.
And your demographic usually is your age, 10 years younger, 10 years older.
Mm-hmm.
So if you start off younger, you might sell more Botanical Clear Proof and the Miracle Set, If you start off and you're an empty nester, then more mature, then you'll probably start off selling more Miracle Set and Time Wise Repair sets. You know what I mean? But like even the young ones have older moms, grandmas, and it really, you can sell a lot of all of them. It just kind of depends on how many parties you're doing and, all of that. We might have a little bit more time if you have another dying question you can ask. Yeah.
How much marketing does it involve?
Oh.
That's a good
As
question.
far as
Did
you
say
as a
something?
consultant marketing yourself or your business,
Are you talking about how much you have to pay in marketing, or what kind of
How
marketing
much
you do?
you have to do?
Yeah.
Work ethic.
Mary Kay, I feel like you're a business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have an incredible support system. All the corporate employees, not just on the product end, but also on the business end, there for us. They give us the tools. So all the things that you see that make your consultant look so impressive, the product and the bag and the brochures, all of that's provided for us. And then we as directors give you the how-to, even what to say. All you really have to do is put forth the effort. Just take that action. You'll be given the tools and the scripts and the everything you need. You just have to do it. And so I don't know if that helps, but I don't feel like, I feel like the only thing I have to market is the appointment. The product sells itself. So I might have to say, oh, you've got to get with me and try this product, you're gonna love it. But that's pretty much the extent of my marketing. And then from there, the product sells itself, the career sells itself, and I feel like my job is then to teach, to educate women on skincare. And even right now, I feel like we're not marketing, we're just sharing our experience. And Mary Kay is so amazing. If it sounds too good to be true, it's because Mary Kay is just so good. I don't feel like we have to market it. I would never want to do that, because if I have to talk somebody into doing it, I'll have to talk them into working. So,
That never works.
the people that are supposed to do this will be attracted to the things we say and will rise up, and it will help hopefully change their life.
Practice makes progress. So the more you do, the more you'll get better at it, the more you'll end up making, the more other people will want to do it with you. It's not that you have to become perfect at what you do. It's by doing it, then you get better. And if you have not a great whatever class, then you would call your recruiter or director and say, okay. And they usually, okay, what did you do well? What didn't go well? And then they'll go through, what can you do to make it better the next time? And then you do that the next time, and hopefully you'll, just progressively get better, if that makes sense.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also like these parties, you book more parties, you sell product, You have people that are interested in business. So like all of them, you do everything, kind of everything happens at a party. So if you run out of leads or names to talk to, you know, you hold one party and people will refer people and they'll book parties that it will invite people. Like I never met you before, you know, technically I never met Sarah either. She was a referral. So it's like, how did I meet them? It's like a tree branch, you know, you start with people that you know, but then they invite people and they refer you to people and then it just starts to grow from there, kind of exponentially. So, okay, any last time questions? Okay, so just know that we all will be here at the end if you have any questions, but we do have agreements that I forgot to put out. Right now, someone did not ask the 5-ticket question, so that's on you guys. I'm just kidding. So this is our agreement that if you were to decide you wanted to start your business, I'll put a couple of agreements on each table. If you're the first one at the table that decides to sign up and order your starter kit, then you can actually get a free charcoal mask tonight. And if you decide to sign up, basically it is $100 to get started. You get an amazing starter kit. Like, will you lift that up? Yeah. I'm walking around in circles. And you get over $420 worth of retail size product. This is what comes in the starter kit. You get 2 miracle sets. You get eye makeup remover, mascara, CC creams, all your mirrors and trays, your like paper stuff, some training DVDs, and it's only $100 to get started. So you could go to Costco and spend way more than that, and it's not going to change anything. You'll still look in your pantry and say, "What is there to eat?" I went one time and I spent $400 and I still was like, now what am I gonna have for dinner?
Or you don't want to cook when you get home.
That's part of it. That's but it's amazing how that works. So really $100, you'll never know unless you try. And I'll have people that are like, oh, it's just not the right time now. You know, I need to do my taxes, right? And then April comes and you really didn't do your taxes, but it's Easter, so I need to go buy dresses, and then I need to really do taxes, right? So April's not good. May, kids are getting out of school. May's not good. Graduation's June. July, you have the 4th and 24th because we have 2 holidays in July, and that is never a good time. So I'll start in August. August, you need to get ready to get your kids back to school, or if you're going to school, then you need to get ready for school. And then August is not good. So September, then you're really in school, and you just have to work on, you know, all of those science projects and all of that stuff. So September's not good. October is Halloween. You have to make a cute, you know, costume, and so October's not good. November, you have Thanksgiving, and you need to get ready for doing Turkey Day. And, you know, so you can't start in November. December, you have Christmas. You can't start in Christmas. January, you're starting New Year's resolutions. You're going to start a diet. You're going to start losing weight. You can't do it in January. February is the month of love. You need to make cookies and Valentine's Day boxes. February is no good. And guess what? You have a whole year that you didn't do anything, and because it was never the right time. You never know when the right time. Now is the right time. Because guess what? I'd rather know if it's good for me than to look back 6 months down the road and say, I wonder if I had started back then, where I would be now. You know what I mean? And 6 months down the road, you could be like, hey, I'm making great money and I love this. Or, you know what? I tried it. It's just not for me. But worst case scenario is it's $100. That's not going to change anything. So anyway, this month you actually get even more products with your starter kit. You get the $420, but you also get a free brush set from the company, Mary Kay. It's a $50 value, and you get it free just for starting in March, which is pretty awesome. So if you have any other questions about that, you can stay after. And the agreement, if you want to look at that, you can kind of flip it over and you can look at that. But I'm going to get you started, and I'm going to finalize your face and show you the difference of what good skincare is. So I'm going to pass around this night solution. I squirted out. You only need a little bit. You can put it on your face. Just pass it down. And if you need another pump, just go ahead and squirt it. But go ahead and put it on your face. This is our nighttime one. So you're getting to try the retinol. And so you might still feel kind of a little tingling sensation because that's the retinol, the anti-aging that's doing that for you. But a little bit goes a really long way. You don't need a whole lot of it. This is going on your face.
They already did because they're all super old.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So then you have everything good to go on your face. Now we're going to show you on the back of your hand with cleanser and microdermabrasion. And then you also get to try this fabulous Skinvigorate brush. How many of you have ever seen a Clarisonic cleansing wand? It's normally like $150, $200, right? This is waterproof. It has 2 settings, and it's a super soft bristle brush. But it's like an electronic toothbrush. It cleans your face so much better. If you look at the before and after of the Skinvigorate, I'm going to pass this around. This is using your hands and using a good cleanser to wash your hands. But using the Skinvigorate brush takes up to 86% more dirt, pollution, and if you had makeup on, it would take 86% more of that off your skin, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to pass around your cleanser and not that's the second step, the microdermabrasion, so you can kind of feel this exfoliator. So you're going to squirt a little bit of the cleanser on the back of your hand and then a little bit of the microdermabrasion. And then I'm going to pass the Skinvigorate brush that you can wash the back of your hand. So you're going to want to do all of it on one hand, not necessarily like your non-dominant hand. So you can use your dominant hand to do it. So right here on the back of like your wrist, the back of your thing. So go ahead and use that. And then I will pass this around. And you're just going to cleanse. You're going to use it and you just wash it around. And then you use a wash rag to wash it off. Just get a little bit on it. So the microdermabrasion, there you go. So this is what, I just want to show you how quickly you can do this on your face. Just so you can see how soft it is? It's really relaxing too. One time I closed my eyes, I was at a Mary Kay event and was washing my face like this. And I had my friend, she came right up to my face. And I opened my eyes and I was like, oh my gosh, it scared me half to death. But it's because like the noise, I was just like almost asleep. Okay, so get a wash rag. I will get these wet. Okay, so go ahead and wash it off. Now, the cleanser that you tried was the Repair. The microdermabrasion is a topical exfoliator, and it is amazing for your skin. Does it feel weird? Is that what you said? Here's your wash rag. Okay, so once you wash it off, then I'm going to pass around the night cream again. Well, you can do the day cream. It won't matter. Yeah. So you can use a little bit, just do a little bit on the back of your hand, just so you can really see the difference of taking good care of your skin and not. You'll really notice a difference when we do the before and after. So if you look up here, these are the different like cleansing and exfoliators that we have. So the Skinvigorate brush, this is a cantaloupe. It is not what actually happened when we use these products. Is to kind of show you visually, okay? I've had people ask me before, so I always have to tell you, no, these products did not do this to a cantaloupe, okay? But the Skinvigorate does basically a deep clean, so you can kind of see that. The microdermabrasion is what you're doing on the back of your hand. It's a topical exfoliator. It kind of takes 1 to 2 layers off of your skin, and it's just kind of buffs it off. The third, you can see that it kind of is a thin sliced, okay? The chemical exfoliator, which some of you tried, the facial peel, it actually can go down 7 layers deep into your skin, and it exfoliates down deeper at the cellular level. So a little bit of that exfoliates deeper, if that makes sense. So it's really a cantaloupe.
Sorry, I was like, this looks like a cantaloupe. That zoomed in first.
Yeah, no. I said this is what it is, kind of a visual representation of what it will do to your skin on a cantaloupe. Cool. So, makes sense? Okay, so after you wash that off, make sure you get your moisturizer on. And I am going to talk about, one of the things that I love about Mary Kay is they like to be super on it with research and development. They want to be beauty industry first. So we actually came out with, how many of you have ever seen like Korean beauty skincare, beauty inspired? They're like at the top of their game. They want to have like perfect, flawless skin, and they usually do, right? So a lot of the things that come out of Korea are very like high tech, really good for skin. And so we have a biocellulose mask that is Korean beauty inspired, and it's made with coconut fibers. It helps tighten and illuminate, and if like you're going to a special event, it will make your skin glow, and it hydrates it amazingly. So that is our biocellulose mask. And the bottom one is our vitamin C squares. So this is what they look like. Well, this is what it comes in. How many of you have ever seen those Listerine packs that you put on your tongue that like dissolve? Do you know what I'm talking about? That's what these look like. I don't want to open it up because then, you know how I talked about how it hits air and oxygen, it releases its potency. So one of the things that we don't produce on our skin is vitamin C. So vitamins A and E, they're anti-aging, and we do produce them naturally, but we just add them to our skin. But vitamin C, we don't. And that's what helps brighten and even out your skin tone. So vitamin C, to get 100% vitamin C, they created these little squares that you put at the palm of your hand, you drop water droplets on it, you kind of feel like a scientist, and you mix it together. And then you choose your favorite serum. I like to use the Spanx in a bottle because, you know, we all need more of that. And you mix it together, and then you put it on your skin, and you get 100% vitamin C. That was a beauty industry first. No one else has it, and we have a patent on it, which is pretty cool. So that's our vitamin C squares. They work beautifully. Then we have a couple of products that are color products, just so you can kind of see the difference. Under eye corrector is not necessarily a concealer, but it helps with dark circles under the eyes. So this is a sales director that we know. She actually fell and got 2 black eyes. So this isn't normally how dark circles would be, but it's good to show the before and after, right? She fell and her glasses hit her eyes and made her have 2 really, really dark circles. It's sad. Like, you're laughing. I had someone else that was like, I just want to send her a gift bag because, like, it's so sad. And she was laughing.
You got her. Funny bone.
Anyway, so it really, because it's a peach orangey undertone, it counteracts the purple in the eye, under eye corrector, and so it evens out your skin tone. You can do a concealer over it, but it does really help even out your skin tone, and it's supposed to blend in, which is pretty awesome. Then we have our lash intensity. How many of you like false looking lashes without having to put falsies on? Okay, some people do, and I do it for special events, but I don't do it every single day. So this is a mascara that volumizes up to 200% your natural lash. How cool is that? If you look at the before and after, it really can give you the look of falsies without having to wear falsies. And then you don't have to worry about pulling off with a glue and all that stuff. Then we have our satin hands. How many of you have ever tried satin hands? Okay, super soft. Do you know you can actually use it on your feet too? What? Shut up, it's like a pedicure set. I'm serious, it works lovely. Loveliness. Okay, look at the before and afters. As it starts to warm up, you're wearing sandals, right? And you have dry, cracked heels. This is awesome to get your heels looking nice before you start wearing sandals. But you can try satin hands after if you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass around our lips. We're going to do satin lips really quick. So stick out your finger. And you're going to do circular motions on your lips. It is a sugar scrub, so it's okay if you eat it. It's not necessarily recommended to try to do it. No, so you're doing it on your lips. Yes.
Can you put that on the same day?
This is a scrub, so you just want to do the lip balm you can. Yes. The hydrator you can.
Oh, yes.
And
So-
girls get addicted to it like they do
No.
the other
So you do circular motions, you scrub on your lip, but you also want to go outside of your lip border to help with the anti-aging lines. So scrub away on your lips. Have you ever worn lipstick and you start doing this sort of thing, like biting stuff off your lips? You need to exfoliate your lips. There's your sign. Okay. There's your
Dry as your.
Your lips are as dry as your feet.
When your lips.
Oh, I was like, I didn't think that was a thing, but okay. Yes, you don't want your lips to be as dry as your feet, for sure. Wow. Okay. Okay, so it is a mask, so you're going to scrub, and then you're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes. So we're going to play another game where you can earn some free tickets. So how many of you have ever seen a Mary Kay commercial?
Yes.
Yes? We have very, very few on TV.
If she watched
Yeah.
fashion one.
If you watched Project One Way, then you could have seen it there. We were sponsors. We were also sponsors of like the CMA Awards a couple of times and whatnot. But in general, we don't do TV advertisements, and we don't do a whole lot of ads, even paper ads either, because Mary Kay wants to pass all the savings on to our customers, as well as to be able to help us make the most money possible as consultants. So the way we build our business is through referrals. So some of you might be referrals, and a friend introduced me to you, and this is how we did it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull out your profile, or what's called the Fabulous Game, or on mine, it's at the very bottom of the profile. So this is where you pull out your cell phones, because using a cell phone is not cheating, because no one ever remembers any numbers ever. But we're going to do names and numbers, and for every 2 names and numbers, you get 1 ticket. If you write down 10, you get 5 tickets. If you write down 20, you can get 10 if you're the first one that writes down 20, okay? And if you write down 10, you can get 1 half-priced color item. So lipstick, lip gloss, mascara, any of the eyeshadow cheap color. If you write down 20 and at least half of them are 25 or older, you can get that item for free. Your tickets. If you want to get your free item and you still want to work for the 20, you can keep doing that through the rest of the night. But I'm going to pass out a foundation or a CC cream, okay? And oh, yes. Wipe off the lip mask if you haven't already done it. Sorry. And then I'm going to pass around the lip balm. So this part, the mask, you would only do once or twice a week. The lip balm you can do every single day. And one of the things about the lip balm is it doesn't have alcohol in it, so it's not going to dry out your lips. If you've ever been addicted to a chapstick, it's most likely because it has alcohol in it. Because the more you use it, the more it pulls out the moisture, and then the more you need to use it. So always use, if it has that cooling sensation, it might be menthol or alcohol. So this is just a hydrating one. It has shea butter, it has aloe. It's really moisturizing. What I want you to do, I'm going to pass around this CC cream. This is one of the easiest, fastest foundation. It will even out your skin tone without being too much coverage. If you don't like a full coverage foundation, the CC cream is really great. Know that for most of you, it might be your color, but for most everyone else, it's not going to be. But you're going to squirt a little bit of the CC cream on one hand and then a little bit on the other, and then I want you to blend it in, and then we're going to compare, okay? Make sense? So squirt a little bit on both hands, and then blend it in. And I want to hear one word, what you think it looks like, or the difference, or something. Okay?
Yes. You're like,
I mean.
It's actually cheesecake. We'll give it to you.
Oh, wow.
No, it's not.
Well, you go all out.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
This is a fancy night. We're fancy people.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wore leggings. Okay, so for people that have already put it on, did you notice a difference with how it applied, how it rubbed in, blended?
Yeah, it's kind of like a lip, but like thinner.
And can you see anything different from side to side? Yeah? You're going to have to speak louder. What do you see? So usually on the one that you didn't prep with skincare, it usually falls into the fine lines, and you can see all the imperfections in your skin. Where the one that you did skincare on, it usually blends in a little bit better, and it looks more smooth and natural. For those of you who are a little bit whiter, you'll usually notice that it actually blends a little bit better. Like it almost looks like it could be your skin, like your color on the one you did skincare with, but on the one you did it just looks the color that it is. So,
because like the line side blended right in.
Blended right in, right? Can you see the like fine lines? And the older your hand is, then the more you'll see the imperfections easier and better. Okay, because if you have soft, like if you have younger, softer hands, and you don't notice it as much. But that's really the difference of taking good care of your skin. And a lot of people will say, "I want natural makeup." Right? How many of you don't want to like have tons and tons of makeup on, or don't want to look like you're wearing tons and tons of makeup? Most of the time, you can wear a lot more makeup and it still can look more natural if you have good skincare underneath it. But if you're just wearing a lot of makeup, it just looks like a whole lot of makeup slapped on there. So having good skincare really makes it. For the artists, if I were to say the best thing, what would you spend the most money on? Would it be canvas, brushes, or the paint? The paint? Do you think paint? Canvas? Okay. It depends on what it is, but for the most part, if you have really crappy and you're not looking for like roughness, texture, and then you have it's all like bumpy, it's going to change the way that it looks, right? If it's super, super smooth and you wanted texture, then that throws you off. So most of the time, most artists will say that the canvas is the most important. Of course, brushes play a huge factor, and paint, and like all that stuff. But if you start with a really good canvas, then any makeup you put on will look more natural, it will look more even, and it will look like it's just your skin as opposed to pumpkin face or you don't want to have pumpkin face. Okay. Yes. Part of that is the matching, correctly right here, but the other part is also having good skincare beforehand. Yeah. So that's really, really important. You don't have to keep you can wash it off. I just wanted to show you the difference. Okay. So, you can do satin lips afterwards, but what I want you to do is, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to play a game. You ready? It's called Deal or No Deal. How many of you have ever heard of Deal or No Deal? Okay. Do you know how it works? I'm going to come around, or your consultant has something in front of her, and you're going to pick one, okay? There are these envelopes, and there's numbered, okay? And the way that you get an envelope is by saying deal. And when you say deal, that means at your next beauty experience, so if you want to come and try makeup, if you want to come and you try charcoal mask this time, but you want to try the facial peel or vice versa, if you want to come and try microdermabrasion, we have a bunch of different beauty experience. So you can do a pajama multi-masking party. So be in your pajamas, get ready for bed. You can do peel the wrinkles away, which is the facial peel. You can do the microdermabrasion, a kiss and tell, all about the lips. Party with a purpose, where a portion of the proceeds goes to your favorite charity. Makeup, or see your radiant skin, which is trying the vitamin C squares. Only the hostess gets to do that. But you can choose. So I'm going to pass around your beauty experience packages, and you get to choose which beauty experience you want to do next. And if you want to invite some friends, so you can come and do it by yourself. Or if you want fun, friends, and free stuff, then you're going to say deal. You ready? And you get, when you hold your appointment with at least 3 of your girlfriends, then you get whatever's in these envelopes free. It's up to a $70 price. Okay? So, are you ready? When someone says deal, we're going to be super excited. We're going to go, woo! And if someone says no deal, then we're going to go, aww. Are you ready? Do you understand the game? I'm going to come around. You say deal or no deal. You ready? Okay? Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Deal! Ready? Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Woo! You ready? So you can invite the people that are on your list if they want to come with you. Ready? Deal or no deal? Deal! Deal or no deal? Just do it. If you're gonna do it and bring a couple of your girlfriends, then you get this item free. If you have at least 3 people.
Yeah.
Deal! Jan is like one of the quietest people I've ever met. I know. I'm like, I wonder how she would have been as a missionary. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Woo! Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Angela, bring yours over here, girl.
Okay. I only have 3 more. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Oh. Sad day. If you change your mind, you can come back and choose. Oh my gosh. What is she with?
She's so excited.
Biocellulose mask. She got a biocellulose mask? That's the most expensive one. That's $70.
That's what I bought.
She's like, oh, she got something cooler. If you want to downgrade and get whatever else that, lesser value, you could do that if you want. Okay, so I'm super excited. I want you to write down on your little package here, on your profile or down in this middle area, I want you to write what you want to do for your next beauty experience, okay? So on your profile, if you want to do microdermabrasion, if you want to do peel away the wrinkles, if you want to do charcoal mask, if you want to, whatever it is that you want, write it somewhere on the back. And really quick, I'm going to turn over I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to have you take our national skincare survey, and this is going to help us know what you want to do for your deal or no deal. Okay? On the back here, right here. There's 6 questions. Okay? You don't have this, but they can flip it over and do it on the customer profile on the back.
Oh, there.
I was like, I don't know. Yeah, no. Number 1. Okay, number 1. What do you want to try at your next beauty experience? So choose what you want to do. Peel away the wrinkles, charcoal mask, kiss and tell, makeup, party with a purpose, pajama multimasking, any of those things. Okay? Oh, do you want to choose?
She's like, bring it back here.
Bring it back. That's okay. So this is what your beauty experience. And then right next to it, I want you to write what it is that you pulled out of your envelope. Okay?
That's good, because I would forget.
So multimasking is also what we did tonight. So you get to either choose the charcoal mask or the facial peel. And you get to do it in your pajamas.
Yeah.
So it's usually a get ready for bed, like in the evening, nighttime. We could do it on a Saturday during the day if you wanted. Okay, second thing is what would you like to do a second appointment alone or with friends? So do you want to do it alone? No fun, no friends, no free stuff. All of you people over here. Or fun friends or free stuff. Which if you took deal, then you're already going to do it with that. So, okay, number 3. What is the product that you loved the most? Did you love the facial peel? Did you love the charcoal mask? Did you love the microdermabrasion? What did you love the most? Okay. Okay, I haven't done the sets yet, so we're going to skip that right now. Well, I'll just go over it really quick so you can see what they are. Okay, so for number 4 is what set would you love and use? Okay, I'm going to show you these sets. One is our Cadillac collection. It's over $480 value. Have you ever heard of Build-A-Bear? Yes. This is like Build-A-Bag for a woman. Okay, sorry. I was like, oh, I don't want to put it on the cheesecake. Here, can you share so I can show this in here? Okay, so the first set is the Cadillac bag. You can choose in 8 sets, and you get $480, up to $480, plus you get this fabulous bag. This is like my favorite thing ever. Okay, have you seen me work out of this? This is our travel roll-up bag. You can use a hook on the back of a door, towel rack. I have a hook off to the side of my mirror, but each bag comes off individually, shut up. Are you ready? Like if you go to the gym and you just want to take one pocket of skincare, or if you're running late and you need to put your makeup on in the car, if you're not driving, of course, then you can take one bag. It rolls up like this. How cute is that? It says love in like 35 different languages. And the zipper is on top so you can work right out of it. And it's clear. How many of you have ever had a fabric makeup bag that you're like searching for stuff, can't ever find it? And your finger's full of like that makeup lint or whatever it is? Gross. I love the fact that it's clear and you can actually find what you're looking for. It's fabulous. So with any of these 3 sets, you get this bag for free. The second set is our queen set, and it's up to a $380 value. You can get it for $299 plus the bag for free. And if that's not right for you, then you can choose our princess set, which is any 4 sets, and that's $199. You can get over $100 in free stuff with most of these gift sets, and even more than that if you're choosing the 8 set. So in all of these little sets here count as 1 set a piece, but these top 2, the skincare sets. So the Botox in a box, that top left one is our Time-Wise Repair set, and that counts as 4 sets, okay? Or the skincare, the Miracle Set 3D, which is the one for 20 to 40 years of age, that counts as 2 sets, okay? But all the other sets count as just 1. They're usually anywhere from $50 to like $60, $65, and that's why the Time-Wise Repair set is $205. So we can't give that to you as 1 set. I'm sorry. Yes.
What's the difference between a day cream and a moisturizer?
It is a moisturizer, but the difference is one is the moisturizer that's the day is the moisturizer for, it has sunscreen and it has all the stuff that you need during the day. And then the night cream is a moisturizer, but it's just what you need at night.
Okay.
So,
they're
kind of the same. It's a moisturizer, but you're getting different things because your skin needs different things during the day and night, if that makes sense. We used to have one moisturizer and then we had a day and night solution, which is like an anti-aging thing, but we added them to the moisturizers, so it took away steps because we're really busy and less steps is better for most women. So that's what we found. So, and then this new set, you actually get an eye cream with it, which I don't know why we didn't do it before, because sometimes people, it was just one more thing that they ordered and so then they wouldn't do it, but that's like the most sensitive area of your face. You need to have extra anti-aging stuff there. So anyway, you can choose any 2 sets and you can get it for $99 tonight, but you don't get the bag for free. So these top 3 sets are what you get the bag for free, and you can get that additional stuff. We take Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Check, or cash, or Venmo. Most of us take Venmo or even PayPal. So on the back of this, the number 4 question, what set would you most love to take home with you tonight? Now this is if money were no object, what would you use if you took it home? Okay, because that might not be what you take home with you tonight, but we want you to know what you would love to use and what you would want to take home. That way, if you want to buy some and then earn some, doing your party, then we can do that as well. So what set would you most like to take? The Cadillac, the Queen set, the Princess, or you can put Miracle set or Time-Wise Repair if you want. Okay? As number 5, on a scale from 1 to 10, how interested are you in starting your own business? So 1 being I'd rather eat rocks, 10 being get me started tonight. Where are you on that? Because we need to know, like, if you need more information, if you need to ask or answer questions, or if you're like, hey, I'm ready to sign up, let's go. Let's make some money. Do you guys know, I didn't talk about this, but right now you can earn a cruise to the Bahamas. Shut up! I am in the process of earning one. We all are.
Ditto.
But you get a cruise to the Bahamas paid for 2 people plus airfare. Everything is paid for Mary Kay. You can earn that right now. Shut up! We've already had like over 30 people earn it already. And they said it doesn't matter however many people earn it, we could fill the boat, they'll get another boat. Like if you earn it, and you get to go. That is so dang cool. And you don't have to be at any level in Mary Kay to do that. Like you can start off as a new beauty consultant. There was a gal that just finished it and she started in January and she just barely earned it. So cool. Okay, the last thing is we have certain goals in our business, and one of which is to have 10 women a week listen to a little bit more facts about the business and how we make our money. It doesn't mean that you have to want to do Mary Kay, it just means that you want to help us. And for listening, you get together with your consultant and maybe her director, and you hear a little bit more about how we make our money in Mary Kay. And you can get any item in our catalog at half price. Shut up. So you could take the most expensive. That doesn't count any sets, okay? It's one item. P.S. Like perfume is usually the most expensive item if you wanted to use that. So you can write yes, okay, or no. And here's what they mean. Yes means I think I'm interested. I want to hear some more information. So you write yes. Okay means I don't think I'm interested in the business, but I'm willing to help you out and get a half-priced item. Or you can write no. And that means I don't want to help you out and I don't want free stuff. Okay? Yes, okay, or no?
Okay.
Yes means I think I'm interested, share some more information. Okay means I don't think I'm interested, but I'm willing to help you out. For a yes or an okay answer, you get any item in our catalog at half price. We're awesome that way. Okay, that's the last thing. So you can schedule your next beauty experience and you can figure out what you want to get tonight. But really quick, we need all of your tickets and your names in your tickets. Oh, hey, look at all these free things. Check it out. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Ready.
Looking for Jody.
Mia?
Yeah.
Good job. I didn't even have to tell you. You had like good karma out there to cheer for others. Meg?
That's me.
Woo! Savannah?